When you worked at the spot that we met you at, was that your first nightlife job?
That was my first job in general.
Oh,
That was your first job.
Yep.
That's
Well,
amazing.
My first job. in general.
Welcome. Welcome to the
reason being though is like my whole entire life was just strictly football.
Yeah.
Like going from junior high all the way to high school.
So you were football, you weren't fucking with basketball.
I'm 6'5", 265, bro. Ain't no
Center? That's
center
for a center? No, I don't know.
Centers range from at least
We're not
6'11"
big
to
basketball.
7'3".
I get it. I don't know too much.
Yeah, nah.
I felt proud of myself for knowing what a center was.
So to give you a perspective, bro, football players are thicker than basketball players, but basketball players are all taller than football players. So I'm tall for football. I'm average height for basketball.
Okay.
So like,
so what you're saying, you're a little thick for power forward.
Again, that's small.
Okay, I don't know.
I got you. I'm gonna put it like this: the two smallest people on the court, that would be my position if I played basketball.
Got you.
Yes.
And those are like what?
Point guard and shooting guard.
Okay.
The one and the two.
Which one was Spud Webb?
One.
Okay.
Point guard.
Okay.
Spud Webb was like the short dude that could throw down dunks, right?
I don't know. Could he dunk? I don't.
Was that him
he
or
was
no?
like 5'3", right?
Who's the little guy that was dunking crazy?
Or is that Spud McKenzie?
Spud McKenzie.
I heard that in a rap song once.
If it's not Jordan, I'm not 100% sure. It's all I'm saying.
Wait, no,
about Muggsy, bro.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues.
There we go. Muggsy Bogues.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin.
Let's go, baby. This is nice, huh? You like the couch?
Go ahead and kick off.
You're a big couch guy. Welcome back, by the way.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, shit. What up?
We are live.
Come on, baby. It's episode 58. Strategy and Dolo show. The kid's back.
Back after a brief hiatus.
Yeah. The Party with Strategy podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff.
Club Killers.
Club Killers. We're live on the Mixcloud right now.
Yes, sir.
First of all, how do you feel about the new setup?
I like it. This is comfortable. This is very comfortable.
You're a couch guy.
I could see myself passing out mid-episode, but that's okay.
You think so? That's how you feel, bro?
No, I had a coffee before I came. We're good.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we got a special guest with us who we know through working together at an establishment that I think is best to remain unnamed if we're just going to start it off.
I think that'd be the best diplomatic way to play this.
Just because, just because.
Just because of common interest or lack thereof.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lack thereof. That's the key one.
So
we were colleagues. We're now all friends.
Yeah.
Cameron Horry, welcome
Yes,
to the
sir.
show.
yeah.
What's up, boys?
Taking it,
Little side note. Hey, y'all ever want to turn up in the city, in the club? These are two right here.
Let's go, baby.
Party with them.
That's what's up, baby. We take the plugs all day.
Always.
All day.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, yeah.
So we know you like well in like a friendly manner outside in the clubs, having fun. We're drinking together. It's a good time. You're a good guy. We're good guys. We get along. But like, I don't really know shit about you other than that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the nitty gritty? What do we got going on here? Where are you from? Are you from Houston?
Yeah, I'm from Houston. I claim both Cali and Houston.
Back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth, because of Pops growing up. So, rotated, but,
Is your father from... So they know your father is...
Robert Horry, 7-time NBA champion.
7 times.
Yeah,
7 times. That's a lot
not
of
6, not 7. 7. Tom Brady numbers. That's
what's up.
I mean,
yeah.
My dad's dope, but he doesn't have 7 anything.
My dad might have like 7 pairs of socks.
He for sure has at least like 7 hair follicles.
He's got 7 hair
No,
follicles.
he's got the ego.
Hey, hair follicles. They didn't specify.
Like my dad is the shit. I love that man. He's incredible, but like he doesn't have 7 championships. What's up?
How was that growing up with your father being in the limelight? Because what year were you born?
I was born 99. February 5th, 99.
Your father was in the league What was his era?
He got drafted. Oof.
You could give us circa. We don't.
Doesn't have to be exact.
I don't remember the exact what year
80s, 90s. When did he get drafted?
For sure. Definitely in the 90s. You know, like late 80s, early 90s, and then you know, that dream team squad. Like, you know, first impression my dad ever had of Houston. First of all, my dad is from Alabama, Andalusia, Alabama. Okay. Very, very small town that you would never ever think would produce this large of a human being. My dad's 6'10", bro. Like, I'm 6'5", and people automatically think like, bro, you're tall as hell. Like, yeah, I am, but like, y'all
your father's 6'10"?
Yeah.
Holy 6'10" is 6'10". Actually insane.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Exactly.
6'10" is like ducking down to get through doorways tall.
Yeah, that's uncomfortably tall. That's got to be like difficult to find clothing tall.
Yeah, like you're sitting on an airplane, extremely uncomfortable tall. But when you got 7 championships, you're you don't need
first
class.
You probably got your own PJ at that point. I would hope.
At the same time, you know, he cheap. He ain't doing no PJ.
That's strategy game right there.
As a Jew, that makes me proud to hear. Like, I like that. I like that.
That's longevity, though. That's how you do it.
It is though. Like realistically, like
for sure.
Like you got 7 championship rings for a reason. You made so much money. How about you keeping, like, you know, pass it on.
For sure.
Yeah,
that's generational wealth.
Exactly.
Right there. That's
dope. He a granddad now. You know, I got a little one, so
that's what's
hell
up.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You know, I was wondering about that. I think it's the women in Houston are fertile. There's no doubt about that, and I believe it's the humidity. If we're gonna be honest,
well,
because even Dolo brought this girl here, and they got her.
I imported a girl from Chicago, and being in the Houston air, she got pregnant. So.
It's just floating.
It's something. I think you might be right with the humidity. You know,
or
fertilizing.
Just, you know, some guys are just so damn horny it just gets off in the air. It's just bad. Like, you know,
it's that heat.
Yeah, boy. It's like one little quick second. Just
that heat. It brings you back to like your primal. It turns the caveman brain on a little bit easier out here. I think
for sure.
Absolutely.
Because when you're cold as fuck, I mean, so. In Chicago, we're from what's called 6 months out of the year, right? So during those 6 months, you do a lot of fucking because you're hibernating in the house.
Yeah.
Though I will say, when it's warm outside, it does do something to make you a little bit more horny.
Yeah, the girls are wearing a little bit less clothes. The sundresses come out. You know, you're in the house locked up, jerking off to porn mostly. You know what I'm saying? But when
nobody's getting pregnant when you're jerking off to porn,
right? When the sun comes out and those fucking cheeks get released, it's a whole nother game. Like you
double cheeked up,
everything's all bundled up and tight and just thick, and you're just trying to stay warm in the winter, and then you let it all out. You know, like what's better than like a titty drop? You know what I'm saying? Like those videos of the girls that pull their shirt up slow and it just like. Drops out on you.
Well, I feel like that depends on if you're a titties or an ass guy.
Good.
You know,
point.
I got something to confess. I've been an ass guy my whole life, right? But recently, in the last few months, I might be part of the big titty committee. I feel like I'm starting to really. Maybe just it's time to switch things up. But lately, tits have been doing it more for me than asses.
Hey, welcome. We've been expecting you.
Are you still on the titty committee?
I go back and forth, but like. There's nothing that gets me going like a fucking perfect pair of milkers, bro. Just like natural hanging.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too. That's what I'm gonna ask too. Like, is it like y'all specify between natural and like?
It's got to be natural for me. Not like it's got like I'm out here preaching. I love natural, and like that makes people think that I would never fuck a girl that has a fake ass or fake tits. Yeah. That's not how this goes. Like that's just my preference. You know what I mean? Like I prefer that, but I'm out here. Playing in the fucking fishing in the pond that I'm fishing in. You know what I mean?
Listen,
you gotta take what you can get.
The same thing for ass as for tits. I prefer natural because even the same way I want to see a titty hang a little bit, I want to see an ass even hang a little bit. If a girl's got a fat ass and it doesn't move, there's something wrong there. Yeah. It's not as appealing to me.
Or if the ratio's off, like
the ratio is
ass to legs. Like,
the thigh to ass ratio is super important.
If you smack it and it doesn't talk back. We got a problem.
That's for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure. If you smack it and smacks you back,
now we're talking. Now we're in the game.
Big fact.
See, I've always been a person that's like, I'll happily take like ass over titties because I'd rather see fake titties instead of a fake ass.
For sure.
Well, it's more accepted. We've had more time with them. We've accepted them over time. Girls started getting fake titties, and I'm sure it was kind of weird. And then the gummy bears came out. You know, the best ones you could get. And that's how the ass game is right now. It's like new. It's like underground. I hear bitches passing numbers around of somebody that comes to your crib and shoots you up with God knows who the fuck what it is, but it makes your butt look better.
They're doing house calls now. I mean, that says we've came a long way because even a few years ago, all the girls were having to go to Mexico or fucking El Salvador.
Yeah,
Colombia.
That's true.
Colombia if they had the money, right?
Yeah.
But now they're doing house calls, so the game is elevating.
Yeah, the game's elevated. And speaking of the game, sorry to derail the conversation with ass and titties, but you were telling us about your father. Speaking of the game of basketball.
Yeah, so, back to your original question, bro. I just not thought about it. So, growing up was big for me. Like, I went from homeschool, private school, public school, so I got every taste of type of schooling you can get of, so I got to experience a lot of different people.
How was that growing up and people in school obviously knowing who your father is? Do you feel they treated you differently? Do you feel there was a higher expectation of you to be this superstar athlete, or how was that?
So the biggest thing was every person thinks and operates differently. Everybody has different opinions. So clearly, as y'all know, y'all are DJs. Y'all get that shit every night. Mm-hmm. So you can have Jimmy, Tom, and Jerry. Jimmy's one of those guys, huge sports fanatics, only sees sports, doesn't see you as a human being. And then you have Jerry, who is just one of the most loving people and doesn't care about sports, and he loves you for you. And then you got Tom, that's just like, he's both sides. So he's like, I love you for you, but at the same time, holy shit, dude, your dad's Robert Horry. So like, I come in contact with those three types of people all the time. And so after a certain point, it's just like, what's your name? Cam. Oh, okay. And like more than half the time, people ask me for my name just because off the strength they heard, like, your dad's Robert Horry. Like, do people ask y'all what the fuck y'all dad do for jobs?
No.
Nah, I can't say that they do.
Hey, so what's your name? Cam. What's up, bro? He's like, oh yeah, so it's cool. What does your dad do?
So you can already feel it coming.
Where the fuck does that come? How does that pertain to me, bro? Like, I get it, but like, nah, like I'm my own entity. That's why I'm not even a junior. Like, my name is Robert Camron Horry. My dad's name is Robert Keith Horry, and my grandpa is Robert Chester Horry. But we all have different middle names, so it's not necessarily like a.
So was that why you went by Cam instead of Robert? You didn't want to be like, and just live in
absolutely.
Fun fact: our friend Dolo over here actually goes by his middle name as well.
That's true.
You guys are very closely related there.
Yeah, look at that. Because my father had the same first name as me. And I was like, you know what, I can't. I at a very young age, I was like, I can't go out.
I can't do
my own thing.
Especially like family reunions. Hey, Robert, all three of us. What? Like turn around. I'm like, nah. This is not
my family
what we're
doesn't
doing.
even try and call me by my first name.
Do they call you Dolo?
Not my mom and dad, but like my girl calls me Dolo. Like
I know. Yeah,
it's pretty
that's
common.
the best when you got.
That's the key one.
Yeah,
most important one.
I really don't. I don't give a fuck. But like some people like
it feels good.
They want to call me Glenn because they feel like that makes them like know me more. But I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like just call me Dolo.
Yeah, that's the same with me though. People be like Robert, Rob, Cam, Cameron, Horry. Like it's my name, bro. You're not gonna bother me. Yeah. But it's just like it's just. Now, if you coming off disrespectfully, then we gonna have to settle that.
That's true. Don't call me out my name, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So Tom's the man.
Tom's the man, bro.
Fuck
Tom
Jerry.
I love Jerry too, man. But it's Jimmy. Jimmy the one is like, like I love my sports fanatics, but hell nah, bro.
Well, you'll be happy to know that me and Strays, know nothing about sports.
Yeah,
I only know Robert Horry because of the song with Zero.
Yeah,
he's in a lot of tracks.
Cali just
he's
like
in a
Robert
few
Horry.
tracks.
Cam actually put me up on the ad lib in Antidote.
Yeah,
Travis
Travis.
Scott.
Oh yeah, Robert Horry.
It's because every single time in high school, bro, because you gotta realize, like that was like the peak when that song really came out. Travis was before he was really popping. So it's like only people who really knew him was like Houston, LA people. And I remember I went to school one day. Everybody's like Robert Horry. I'm like, bro, y'all is weird, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about? And like me personally, you
didn't know the song at the time.
I don't listen to Travis like that. Still to this day, I don't listen to him. I give credit where credit is due.
We're gonna have to get into that.
We can happily get into that. But I give credit where credit is due. Like, musical genius, but I just don't like his music, like him on it, in my opinion.
Like him as a person or the music?
No, his marketing team, him as a person. Like I respect all that. It's just like
music doesn't hit you.
Yeah, it's just like prime example, YoungBoy. I give credit where credit is due. YoungBoy is top 3, but I don't listen to YoungBoy. I don't really listen to him. Like
you're a big rock wave guy.
I was street soul, love melodic stuff.
I was never really into YoungBoy until like recently in the last few months. I've started listening to it more. I'm like, I'm kind of fucking with YoungBoy.
You're a YoungBoy guy now?
I'm not a YoungBoy fan yet. I'm not wearing black Air Forces, but I'm on my way. I'm starting to listen to his music more. I mean, I don't listen to it in my car. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit, but I'm playing it in my sets more. I will say that. Okay. Originally it was off the strength of people just requesting, and I'm like, really? I'm being a YoungBoy? Yeah. And I would play like the 1 or 2 tracks, you know. But then I downloaded a few more, and it helped that there was a few big spenders that would come in and tip me like $300 to play his music. So then I was like, yeah, it's not so bad.
Because realistically, I'll even say, bro, YoungBoy will get a crowd jumping, boy. Hey,
he's got some energy in his music for sure.
Crazy.
Yeah. So,
but you're more on the melodic stuff.
Absolutely.
I always knew you to be a Rod Wave fan.
Yeah, Rod Wave, No Cap, Polo G, A Boogie,
Chi-Town, whatever.
Yeah, bro. Especially Chi-Town people here. My opinion, bro, Polo G is the hardest dude out of Chi-Town.
He's pretty hot.
Because he's so versatile.
Yeah, he's not your typical drill rapper. He's doing totally different. And I remember noticing that from an early listen, I love the drill shit, but like it was refreshing to hear somebody that wasn't sounding the same as
to go down the
just
road,
put it on an auto tune and fucking going that route. So yeah, shout out to Polo G.
Absolutely.
That Polo G and Lil Wayne gang is my shit.
It's fire.
That's that fucking thing. That beat goes so hard too.
And who's the other artist that he's pushing right now?
Scored.
Hey bitch, what up?
What up?
What up? That
what
shit
up?
was crazy. But I haven't really played it too much down here, but I do hear the cats back home playing it a lot.
No idea what you're talking about.
I'll play it for you. I can't think of his name right now, but it's one of Polo G's artists.
I watched the Fred Again Boiler Room today, so
yeah, how was that?
It was kind of tight. I want to DJ a boiler room.
A boiler room?
That's a modest goal to have.
I want to DJ a boiler room. That like the DJ booth just in the middle and everyone's just around you and it's just
that's your shit. You love that.
Take my shirt off and
hate
just
that.
I can see that.
I hate that. Too many. I get anxiety. Too many people too close when I'm DJing. I'm just like, just go party, but like, let me just
it's got to be the right people for sure. It's definitely got to be the right people.
Big.
Can't be random people.
Drunk girls is what I always notice on Boiler Room, fucking with the DJ.
Yeah.
And then I always think about how Spider, he had that smooth, like, bitch, get up off me, the stiff arm, the fucking Heisman joint, right?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry has.
You know what I'm saying? So there's ways to deal with it. So when we met you, when you were working with us, you were doing security
at an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location. What are you doing now? What are you doing?
Hey, but shout out Bottle Blonde Miami though. Cody
don't
Bono.
know
I love you.
What that company is, but shout out to them.
Yeah. What up, Cody?
Big Cody Bona.
Cody Bona is the fucking
Chris
guy.
Carp.
Yes. Chris Carp.
Dustin Carrera.
Let's fucking go.
Shout out. Let's go, baby.
I just love my people, bro. I always love my people. In all honesty.
Hell yeah, brother.
What are you doing now these days? What do you got going on?
So I work at a different spot from the place that's disclosed and we will not discuss. It's down the street. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
you're not doing security now, are you?
No. I'm not doing security no more. I'm finally doing something I feel like I'm being fully utilized because, when I did do security, I was booking more tables than a lot of the girls that was working with us. And it's like, I'm just looking like, how do you have a job? And like, where's my commission? Like, I'm not seeing many other people bringing like at least 2-3 NFL NBA players up in here, or people who are about to be first round draft picks. Like, come on now. Like,
so you have your niche.
You got a strong
VIP host now? Is that
yep.
Okay. Cool.
I'm a VIP host down the street at Wild Child.
It's been going good for you. You excited?
Great, awesome, bro. Like, we've had a lot of crazy nights ever since we converted. Well, it was Citizen, then it converted to Wild Child. But whenever it converted to Wild Child, it's a bunch of different themes for each night. It's a lot of stuff coming, but I just know Urban Nights on Saturday sold out every night. Oh my God, crazy
Going
shit.
hard, huh?
Y'all got hookah
Crazy
in there though?
shit. Yes, we got hookah.
Okay.
We got hookah. We got everything.
Have you
It-
ever
it-
been to an urban night without?
Well,
hookah?
I just
That is
wanted to
true.
make sure it was an official urban.
Yeah, bro.
Been to
Without
a
the
strip club
hookah-
without bitches.
Without the hookah, it couldn't really truly be an urban night.
Hey, yeah, I was about to say.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's for real crazy.
outside of that, what's what now that you have you feel like you're meeting more of your calling, what do you see in the future for you with that? What are you trying to do with that?
More with that, not. It's more so like the connection. Same way that it was when I was over down the street from Wild Child, my original job. I just was big on building relationships, big on building like just different connections with people in different avenues, not even just being in a club scene.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
prime example, y'all know Jonathan Silva, one of the biggest spenders at Disclose Place. He
Now
is
we're cooking.
a top lawyer, dog, and just knows how to treat people and respect people, and it's like I love that, and you know how to have fun too.
And he loves knife talk. Big knife
He's
talk
a
fan.
big knife talk guy. You put a little knife talk on for him, he's spitting.
He's
the whole
0 to
thing.
100 right there.
He's not really gonna nail all the lines, but it looks
But
good
he's-
enough. You know what I'm
He's gonna
saying?
turn the fuck up for sure. No, that's what I always have
Chef
noticed
Happy outside.
about Nightlife is that like you do get a chance to rub shoulders with people that you might never really come in contact with in a normal day-to-day scenario.
Yeah.
But everybody comes together to celebrate success in life, and when you can utilize those relationships, you can pretty much do anything you want with it
Absolutely.
moving forward.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Nightlife definitely is an insane foundation to build off of for anything else that you're going to do after, because you meet so many people that do so many things who can help you out in so many different ways. It's definitely a strong strong thing to have in your back pocket. When you worked at the spot that we met you at, was that your first Nightlife job?
That was my first job in general.
Oh,
That was your first job.
Yep.
That's
Well, welcome.
It's
amazing.
my first job. in general.
Welcome. Welcome to the
reason
workforce.
being though is like my whole entire life was just strictly football.
Yeah.
Like going from junior high all the way to high school.
So you were football, you weren't fucking with basketball.
I'm 6'5", 265, bro. Ain't no
Center?
Ain't
Or
no,
is that
ain't
you-
no
is that's
center-
going for a center? No, I don't know.
centers range from at least
We're not
6'11"
big
to
basketball
7'3".
I get it.
For sure.
I don't know too much.
Yeah, nah.
I felt proud of myself for knowing what a center was.
So to give you a perspective,
Nailed it.
bro, football players are thicker than basketball players, but basketball players are all taller than football players. So I'm tall for football. I'm average height for basketball.
Okay.
Okay.
So like
So what you're saying, you're a little thick for power
that's-
forward.
Again, that's small. That's
Okay, I don't know.
No, I got you.
I'm
Hey,
pulling
I'm
words
gonna put it like this: the two smallest people on the court, that would be my position if I played basketball.
Got you.
Yes.
And those are like what?
Point
like,
guard and shooting guard.
Okay.
The one and the two.
Which one was Spud Webb?
One.
Okay.
Point guard.
Okay.
Spud Webb was like the short dude that could throw down dunks, right?
I don't know. Could he dunk? I don't.
Was that him
he
or
was
no?
like
Are you-
5'3", right?
Who's the little guy that was dunking crazy?
Or is that Spud McKenzie?
Spud McKenzie.
I heard that in a rap song once.
If it's not Jordan, I'm not 100% sure. It's all I'm saying.
wait, no,
Talking about Muggsy, bro.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues.
There we go. Muggsy Bogues.
Hey, bro, fun fact, bro. Whenever I went to All-Star Weekend right before COVID like shut down, I was sitting next to Muggsy and the glove, Gary Payton. I'm sitting down. I'm like, bro, you know, I'm on a trip with my dad, my stepmom, my brother, bro. I ain't had no chance to blow down. You feel me? So, like, who the hell smells like the straight gas pack? Like,
Gassed up.
I'm like, bro, what the? I look over at Muggsy. I was leaning forward. Muggsy,
He's in the cut.
Hell
Chill.
yeah. No wonder he could fucking
I'm like,
got that hang time, bro. He's up
I'm
in the
like, okay,
sky,
that
bro.
makes sense.
My
Hey.
guy's smoking and flying, bro. Why drink and drive when you could smoke and fly? You know
Heads
what I'm
in the
saying?
clouds,
Exactly.
literally.
It's safer. No traffic.
Oh yeah.
sick.
That's dope. See, I've never experienced anything like that because honestly, and it's a good and a bad thing. I'll give you a case scenario.
That's
So
what I say, too.
so
Blessing
a
and a
good and a
curse.
bad thing of me not knowing who these people are is that I don't get starstruck when I meet them in the
Yeah.
club because I don't know who they are. Not that I don't care, but I just don't know. But then a bad thing is when a situation happens, and I think you were there that night when
I know exactly what
Let's
you're talking
talk about it.
I
an
know
unnamed
exactly what you're talking
let's
about.
player
talk
from the
about
Houston
it.
Rockets. A guy comes up to the booth requesting a song.
I remember the song too, Sky, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, that's eventually what it went to. I think it was another song at first, and I didn't have it. I think it might have been an artist he was working with. And I was like, man, I don't got it. I can't play it. And I wasn't being an asshole, but I was just kind of like, I can't do it. And he's like, no, you're going to do it. And I was like, the fuck? Yeah. I'm like,
that's an entitlement from.
I was like, oh hell, the fuck no. And I'm like, nah, I ain't playing shit. And then I just started ignoring him, and then he kept going there, and then security's standing there, and I'm like, yo, get this motherfucker out of here.
Were they dancing or were they?
No, they were.
He walked straight up.
It was somebody who we all know, but anyways, he was standing right there and not doing anything, and I'm like,
you talking about?
Yeah, we're not, we're not.
No, it's okay. Hey, I got some decorum. What's
understood doesn't need to be said.
I got some decorum. I got some decorum. It's all good.
What's understood?
But let's just say, even though I don't even work there no more, I'm still doing the nigga job, bro.
All right. Hold on. Let me finish my story.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, reel it in. We got to reel it.
So basically, I'm like, man, I don't got it. And he's still there and starting to turn up on me. He's like, well, then play this one. I'm like, well, then pay me some money. And he's like, no, man, if you want to keep your job, you're gonna play. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here. And then next thing I know, the motherfucker closes my laptop.
Yeah, that's remember that. Big fucking fraudulent moves.
Big no. So right as that happens, now I'm like, fuck this, and I'm in a position where the DJ booth is in the back room where it's high up. It's further enough that I can't really do much from there. Yeah. There couldn't have been an exchange of blows. It would have been really sloppy and messy. But I was mad enough that if it would have came to that, I'm 100%
ready for that.
So get the computer open. I'm focused on that. I'm just trying to get music back playing because it's fucking packed Saturday night. And then in that time, his people are pulling him away, whatever. And now I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking angry as a motherfucker. And then I saw you from across the room because I know that you had talked to him. I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Da, da, da. He's like, it's whatever his name was.
I'm like, it's whatever his name is, bro. I'm gonna handle it, bro. Just
and then he's like, and then he's like, trust me, you don't want to fight him. He got hands. I'm like, fuck that. Now I'm mad. I'm mad. And then from there, I don't remember what it was. I think that was the end of that. Later, it got worked out with.
Really, it was one of those things. It was just like I was like, bro, just don't do this because it's not even a matter of the hand situation. It's just it comes down to resources. Yeah, it comes down to resources at the end of the day. And I know for a person who he was, and for the situation that was already there, you got the owner for the place he works with him, and I just didn't want. Yeah, I could see where it could have gone.
It could have gone bad.
Let's keep it right here.
Let's keep it coincidentally, later that evening, the owner of the team reached out to the management and apologized for the situation, and everything's cool. So there's no hard feelings. Shout out to Houston Rockets. I actually went to a Houston Rockets game coincidentally a week later. Thomas had
and watched him ball out. Huh?
And when I come in, who's on the fucking ticket? This motherfucker, his face is right there on the ticket. I'm like, this is ironic as a motherfucker.
That's hilarious, bro.
I recognize that. Bro. So whatever. Shout out to him. No hard feelings.
So you escaped a potential altercation with a unknown NBA player. What do you do when Wiz Khalifa wants to fight you Saturday night?
Let me tell you something.
Do you know about this? Do you know about this?
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. I feel like you might not know. This is big news in the DJ community. So last week, Wiz Khalifa had an album release party at Poppy in LA. Yeah. And there's video of him being mad, disrespectful, and aggressive to the DJs, the DJ and the MC, who are dudes that in the DJ community everyone knows. I don't know them, but the road guys know them. They did a whole episode on it, blah, blah, blah. But just to fill you in, Wiz was
he literally said yo, if you want to fight, we can fight right now. You're a punk ass bitch.
He was threatening him. He pushed him. He fucking knocked his hat off his head. He was being mad disrespectful. Yeah. So the whole DJ community is kind of yo, fuck Wiz. But we don't know what those guys did. Those guys could have fucked up massively.
So here's the thing. I'm a very anti-cancel culture kind of person. I see that cancel culture shit, and I'm like, hold on. I got to hear both sides of the story, right? And these guys haven't released anything on it yet. But what I will say is that I watched Wiz Khalifa's recent interview with DJ Envy on
I saw a snippet of that,
and he kind of gave backstory on it, and it makes sense. He gave him a flash drive. Mind you, it's his album release party, and they were missing all the cues. They set the cue points on the wrong points. They're playing songs at the wrong time, and it's if I'm releasing my album and I go up there and they're not playing my shit, my new shit, and they're just like resorting back to playing like Black and Yellow or some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot. Yeah,
I'm gonna be pissed too because it's almost disrespectful. Because as an artist, you put a lot of time and effort into that new album, and a lot of times, look, we all know that these new albums don't hit as hard. I actually like Wiz's new album. I fuck with, especially
I haven't dived in
the
yet.
first track. I fuck with that shit heavy. Have you listened to it yet?
No, not yet.
All right, well, it's good. I fuck with it.
I've really been stuck on Givion's album.
But yeah, so to answer your question, if he just came out the bat disrespectful, of course I'm not gonna go for that shit. But I'm still Team Wiz, and I'm not.
Just be like, I'll smoke you out, nigga.
He could definitely outsmoke me. I'll give him that.
I like that.
And he fights Muay Thai, so I'll probably get my ass whooped. But I will. I'm a man of my respect. I'll take an ass whooping before I take a disrespect.
Not only is like normally a celebrity, you wouldn't want to fight because you know that their security is going to beat your ass no matter what.
Oh yeah,
but Wiz will beat the fuck out of you, and then his security will jump in
and beat the hell out of the.
It'll be like comical. It'll be like in what's that?
It's gonna be like the new game, Multiverse,
where they're like dancing on him, fucking stomping him, something like that. But I don't see that happening at all. Actually, I just got word today they're bringing their own DJ.
Of course,
and
bro.
I would only expect that because it's like. Why even risk that happening again? Not to mention, you have so many people going against him that he doesn't know if I was like Team Anti-Wiz and I was to try and like sabotage his shit.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Because there are some fucking. Here's the thing.
Some haters.
Everybody's like, the DJ community needs to stand up against Wiz. Since when did the fucking DJ community do anything for the DJ community?
Exactly.
Other than undercut people.
I don't know.
I know. Let's be real. I mean, okay.
That's some real G shit, though.
Undercutting is a standard procedure in any business. So it's not just for the DJ business. It's not like we're the only people that experience undercutting.
Okay.
Any business is going to have someone else trying to undercut them, which is just a shitty person with doing a shitty job for a shitty price. In any business, you get a shit DJ for an undercut price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like we're the only community that has that. I think the DJ community is pretty solid. It
is. But is it solid enough that we need to cancel an artist because a DJ didn't do a
I'm
good
not
job
about canceling somebody.
Or maybe they didn't even do a bad job, but that still seems like a personal issue between Wiz and that art or that DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, he punked him out, and as a superstar, like, he doesn't want to be looked at like that, which is why I respect him now. He has a DJ, right? They hit you up and we're like, Wiz Khalifa's coming with his own DJ.
I think it's DJ Drama because I've been seeing he did Drama in El Paso and he had Drama with there, and Drama was with him on the DJ Envy interview.
Okay, yeah.
So I would imagine
his DJ, his tour DJ.
Oh, maybe Bonix.
Yeah, DJ Bonix. Okay. But I don't know. It could be Drama, like how they had Who Kid and fucking Waka and shit.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. I mean, DJ Drama's a legend, so I would gladly let DJ Drama take over the.
But yeah, I like the DJ community. I got to defend the DJ community.
Okay, you're right. I came on a little harsh. But on some real shit. For the most part, the DJ community is pretty tight.
I feel like I can elaborate on what you're talking about. So it's like it's one of those things. Is like, yeah, we have the DJ community. And then it's because like people get undercut all the time, but it's just like it's a respect thing. It's like out of nowhere, why do y'all all want to stick together just for this one situation for somebody you don't even know? Like I feel like a lot of people looking for clout nowadays, where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna be this first person to say this about Wiz, and then it's just like this is gonna fall out.
And I'm gonna use this scenario.
Yeah. So it's like
of all DJs.
That's the equivalent to like if your boss is undercutting everybody, and all of a sudden you get $300 more than usual. Everybody looking around like,
I don't know.
And then you want to defend the boss who's been undercutting you the whole time, but he's like,
there's definitely some clout chasing for sure. There's
some
people posting it trying to get views on their own page, but the fucking, I think I smoked too much weed.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this real quick, and because I don't want to seem like I'm an asshole to the DJ community, because the DJ community is pretty tight. All right, check it out. But what I will say is this: if the DJ community was really this conglomerate of just everybody loving each other and looking out for each other, why the fuck don't we have a union by now? Why the fuck are we still fighting for the wages we're getting when we could really be demanding a percentage of bar sales and making a fuck ton more money?
That is true.
But who's gonna set up the union?
Well, y'all could.
We could.
I mean, if you that's the problem. Like everybody want to ask who's doing it, but I mean,
we could.
Here's the reason why it never worked in the past. is because it's not as tight knit as you might think. Because there's always going to be somebody who's going to see that as an opportunity to take a gig for less. Because if we were all to be like, oh, we're not doing anything for less than $1,000, and then this guy's like, well, shit, $700 is way more than I'm making now. Yeah. I'll do it for $700. You know what I'm saying? So like,
we have that, I think, but I think we have different sectors of that. I feel like the management and the booking companies are their own version of that. Like that in and of itself is a union. Scam is a little union for scam guys.
No, I wouldn't say it's a union. I wouldn't say it's a union because it's out for profit. So it's not like Scam came together to like represent these artists and just like do not just to say Scam, but like any DJ agency, right? It's not like they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart to look out for artists.
No. There's definitely motive. The money is the motive still, and there's somebody making money off of the DJs, but with that understanding, you know, if I own that company and I want you to be my DJ and I bring you in like, hey, I want you here because you're the man, you're a good DJ, you're a hard worker, you're an asset to this company. Yes, obviously I'm making money off of what you do, but let me also carry my weight, you know, my 15% that I'm taking, let me give you what I got for it, you know? Right. And you could have that like family nice mentality in that business, you know?
But still see it from a business perspective.
Perspective. I feel like that's what a lot of those, like the tight-knit ones, like the rich group, well, until they got robbed or whatever the fuck happened. Like the smaller, more boutique ones, I feel like had that vibe.
Yeah, well, let's, you know... Shout out to the homie from Rich Group, because I don't know the whole story on that, but...
I mean, know the story, but I don't want to be out here telling
it. Can't be that bad because
it's not that bad. It's fucking it's pretty bad.
Fucking awkward.
All right, so let's kick back into gear here. I had a question about your childhood. How was going to work with your dad? Because, you know, like I remember going to work with my dad, and your dad is like the man at work, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is your son." Like, "Oh, your dad's the man, bro." Yeah. Like I remember having my first Hot Pocket that I ever had in my life at my dad's office because his boy had them, and he was like, "You ever had Hot Pocket?" I'm like, "No, what is that?" He's like, "Oh, you gotta have that." The Hot Pocket, they're fucking amazing. Like, you know, you just get treated. You just
learn the game.
Yeah, you become a man, sort of, at your dad's office.
My father sold cars, so the same thing when I'd go through, everybody's like, "Oh, your dad's great," and I'm like, "My dad, what the?" You know what I'm saying? Like, is he? Like, did I not know? No, shout out to my dad, I love him, but yeah, how was that for you walking into a fucking stadium with a bunch of people fucking yelling? I mean. It had to be an early age that you saw that, right?
Oh, absolutely. So I've been going to basketball games for a very, very long time. And so,
was there ever a defining moment where you realized your father was who he was?
Somewhat like that, nigga, I guess you could say.
I wouldn't say that, but I hear you
say you can for sure.
You can for sure say that.
I mean, realistically, like it never really computed in my head while he played, because you know, when you're young, you just live in the moment. You're not thinking about like all this other stuff. Like prime example, like one of like his best playoff performances was I want to say 2007 against the Pistons. I want to say it was that year where Mans came into the third quarter, dropped just 15 right off the bat, and one of the 15 was like, really, let me backtrack. I told my dad before this game, why don't you ever dunk? Because, like, I'm looking at J.R. Smith, Josh Smith, like,
you treated your pops like
Blake
that?
Griffin, bro. Y'all gotta, like, at the same time, bro, like, it's your dad. Like,
right.
To other people, so it's like, oh, whoa, but, like, to me, it's my dad. So it's like, why don't you dunk, bro? Like, I see all these other people dunk. Why don't you do it? And then he's just like, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm like, dude, you're like 32. What are you talking about? You getting old? But like in basketball years, that's old, man. Body can't do it forever.
It's old in DJ years as well.
DJ years, yeah.
Every profession has this, like, you know, a little time, but some people age like fine wine.
Fucking still doing it at 60. Oh yeah, it gives me hope.
He's 60?
No, I don't. He's 50 something. He's 50 something.
He do look like some raisins, you know.
Yo, chill.
Yeah,
no offense, dog.
No offense, big dog.
Those crow feet.
But no, it was definitely a blessing and a curse, though, bro. Because like one day it's just like you get to meet. Like prime example, my screensaver is me and Shaq. Like Shaq's my uncle.
Shaq
like,
Diesel.
Yeah, Uncle Shaq. Like matter of fact, he was just in town the other week, and he went to Hayes on a Wednesday. I was surprised. I was like, "What?
He could fit in Hayes?"
I was about to say
Shaq cannot fit in Hayes, bro.
He definitely had to crawl in there.
fit, dog. Hey, he fit, bro.
They had to clear out 3 tables just to fit him in.
I just had him in the back room, bro, and was sitting on the couch the entire time. And it was like, it's like a 5-people couch, but only 2 people was on it.
I want to see Shaq and Hayes, bro, with the mirrors on the wall.
Oh yeah, just make it
he
even
didn't go all the
bigger.
way over there, bro. He didn't go all the way over there. Yeah,
okay.
He went straight to the back room, and that was it. Yeah. But not like, but yeah.
So you're at the game. You tell your pops, "Why ain't you dunking?"
Yeah.
He tells you he's old. What happens?
He does it. He
goes out
does
there
the dunk, but I missed it because my grandpa took me to go get some food. So your boy was
damn, you were getting a glizzy
The
while
kid
your
was
dad was
getting a
throwing.
Shit. But did you tell him at least that
Thank
you saw
God
it?
TQ ain't here, huh?
Did you tell him you saw it? You watched it on highlights?
Oh no, I told him. I said, bro, like after the game, I was like, why haven't you dunked? He was like, dude, I just dunked again. And really, he damn near separated his shoulder trying to do that dunk. No, his shoulder.
Oh, did
like literally, if you look at his highlights, you'll see it is straight over Tayshaun Prince right here. Bah. Immediately he just goes like this, like trying to run off, and he's like just trying to shake it off. Whole entire time I never saw it, and he did it for me. So it was like one of those funny things.
Well, thank God there was a camera in the house, right?
yeah, realistically, yeah.
So as a child of an NBA superstar, did you have to pay for your glizzies, or was it all in the
Hell
house?
no,
bro.
That's free glizzies for life, right?
Listen,
You're born into glizzy.
Hey, no. So that's the wrong. Y'all look. That's the normal concession food, bro. Like. Downstairs when you're downstairs in the back, bro, that's gourmet chef shit. That's bro. Like
what the
like
fuck
shrimp
scampi,
yeah.
What do you mean?
At the same time, I did.
It's like I had a filet mignon with some fucking.
I will say I did enjoy some glizzies.
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. You can't beat a classic like just ballpark dog. Like no matter what type of ball you're watching, football, basketball, baseball, whatever, bro.
Americano.
Yeah, so you said you were going back and forth between Cali and Houston. What part of Cali were you
in? Beverly Hills, Glendale.
What's that like? I mean, I've been through there, but I've never lived there. Is it as chic as it seems in the movies, or is it just like a community of?
It all depends on what area, but I just know. Man, it's Armenian Central in that motherfucker.
Armenians are from Hollywood.
That's Kim K and them, right?
Yeah. That's Kim K and them.
It's whatever you want to assume Kim K and them are, bro. It's like
most of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if y'all told me she was Asian, dog.
Yo,
like
most
really.
of Kim K is plastic, but the rest of her, I believe, is Armenian.
The insides are Armenian.
Hey.
She's got an Armenian engine.
Hey, something with a curse too. Something cursed
That's
too.
That's that deadly pussy right there, boy. You don't want that.
What?
You don't want that.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen a lot of people crash out over some punani, dog. Some
just off of Kardashian punani. I mean, let's look at how many people's. Right? You know who had the most poisonous pussy of them all?
Who?
Erykah Badu.
Erykah. Yeah.
See, if you think back, when Common was fucking with Erykah, what was he talking about? Aliens, crazy shit, right? When Andre 3000 went in that pussy, he was a G. When he came out, wearing the fucking head wrap and all that shit, I'm telling you, bro, she's got some interdimensional pussy.
But is it poisonous or is it just potent? You know what I'm saying? Because like Kim K's will put you in the psych ward.
I feel like it all just depends.
May have elevated after Erykah.
Okay, maybe she's got some spiritual.
Yeah, it all depends.
You're right.
It all depends for sure. Because I know some guys like I said would do anything for some coochie, bro. So like, prime example,
you're sitting right next to one.
Nah, but but y'all know, little old boy Joshua. He told me.
Wait, hold on. Are we name dropping again?
Wait,
bro, I'm not scared to hide shit, dog. I name drop whatever I need to.
All right, hold on.
But that's why I said first.
Real quick, we'll throw in a disclaimer. We did one in the beginning.
These are not the expressed views and opinions of the Strategy and Dolo show.
Views,
however,
the
names may have been changed to protect
identities.
The identities.
Yeah,
identities.
We need Diamond Co. We need a little disclaimer right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like let's get
standard disclaimer.
Let's hit us.
Yeah, with my homeboy. He told me. Like there was like a certain bottle girl, she got a lot of tattoos. People always be looking up and down. Another one of my
few of
boys.
those.
Yeah. But this specific one is a Satanist. Y'all know her. She is
Strategy. You fuck a lot of
If
Satanists.
I had to guess, I know exactly who we're talking about.
Yeah, you for sure know exactly who we're talking about.
Like a
Is
Satanist
she
Satanist or a
pregnant
witch?
now or no? Is she? Oh, this is a different one.
Yeah,
Wait, is she
no,
a Satanist or a witch? Because
Satanist.
oh,
Satanist.
I don't know.
For sure.
Like a self-proclaimed Satanist, or
Bro,
you're
I
looking
know-
at her?
I know
you're reading
whenever
her
I-
hieroglyphic tattoos and coming to this conclusion yourself.
Bro, it says SAY number 10 on her leg.
Yeah, but some bitches
No,
are just like,
no,
that's like for the
it's
clout type
SAYTEN,
shit.
something like that.
yeah,
I
some
forgot
people
what it
just
is.
like the attention.
No.
And now, when you say it like that, and that's a clever hipster way,
She recited the commandments.
I can pretty much guess who we're talking
She
about.
recited the commandments, not to me, but to my homeboy.
Which commandment? The 10 crack commandments?
I don't know what commandments. I just know the commandments of Satan. That's all I know, bro.
I didn't even know Satan Hanks.
Regardless, we were getting off track. I'm just talking about the fact that this man said he would convert to a Satanist for 3 days just to dive in.
What?
I'll go after him.
No,
You would give your soul for some pussy?
I'll go after him. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't get
I
it.
sold my soul for pussy in 2016.
Well, that's because you're Jewish and you already you Jews don't. Well, I'm not gonna say Jews don't have souls.
Oh,
That
here we
sounds a
go.
little
Here
bad.
we go.
But like,
Hey,
you
according to Family Guy.
Kill
You-
one fucking important religious figure when you don't have a soul anymore.
wait, but don't you guys don't believe in hell, right? You have like, there's no devil in
I
Judaism.
don't
right?
believe that we believe in an afterlife, and some people would argue that these are not my words. I've heard this argument before. I consume a lot of content off of the internet. I've heard the argument
Right.
that the fact that Jews are not worried about an afterlife may weigh in on their ability to live the current life that they're in well.
Better
Wait a
than the
minute.
average.
How,
You know
how
what I'm saying?
so? Because I would think that's like the cheat code. Because you don't have to worry about anything. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
No,
At the same-
everyone's so concerned. You would think that if you're so concerned with the afterlife, you would do good in this life to get to that nice afterlife thing.
Right.
But everyone's so concerned with it that they're just concerned. Like that's just on their minds, like anxiety almost.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
actually prevent them from doing bad things and make them do good things. They're
In a
just
lot
like,
of instances, it's created more problems. Like
Yeah,
the Crusades,
they
or
may
even.
take advantage of young boys. I'm just saying.
Listen.
I don't know.
All right.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying. they
I'm
might-
just saying,
Pissing on little
every
girls, too.
religion's got some bad stuff. All right, we've had a couple bad apples. You know what I'm saying? But overall,
Because
Catholicism
it's all based off of everybody's interpretation at the end of the day, and not a lot of people have one interpretation that can be all the way over here, and the other one's all the way over here, and it's like, how the hell did you get that? And they say, how the hell did you get that? It's just uncommon ground.
It's like when you're kids and you all sit in a circle and you whisper something in somebody's ear, and by the
Telephone.
time it comes
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
it's
it's like-
totally different. That's how I feel like religion is too. It's all
Especially-
misunderstood.
Especially because you have that one person in that little circle that's like, oh yeah, I know I'm finna fuck this shit.
Yeah, and they always
I
have the
know I'm
loudest
finna fry it
voice
out,
too,
like-
right?
Yeah, like little diabolical little
Yeah,
minions.
yeah.
Like, that's what they be
We
doing
all know those
sometimes.
type.
Hell yeah. Should we? You got your tinfoil hat with you or no?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I stay. I mean, my shit's embedded in my brain, dog.
Have you heard about? Do you trying to get high? This is when we would get high for sure.
Boy, what?
Ready to
Of
get
course, of
high.
course.
Just saying. Have you heard about the
yeah.
the new strategy, the new Russian strategy? The winter is coming.
What
Have you heard about this?
strategy of the DJ?
No, don't think I'm going to Russia anytime soon.
Because I've seen the Israeli DJ strategy, but that's
Dude, that guy was rocking a Bulls hat too. He was like on a podcast
Bro, he's
with
going-
another
There's
dude
an
rocking a
Israeli
Bulls hat.
strategy.
Yeah, there's an Israeli strategy.
Yeah.
Is it Israelian? Is that
I think
Israeli.
Israeli.
Israeli strategy?
Yeah.
And he's kind of killing it with the beard game though. My man has a straight
Bro,
line.
every
up beard.
brown person has a phenomenal beard. I've never met a brown person that doesn't have a phenomenal beard. Like
Now that you say that,
dead ass. And like realize how many times like you be like, oh yeah, this motherfucker look like Drake. Yeah, you look like Drake. Like some people from the valley at where y'all work at. Like Habibi, Mama. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mama.
they got some nice beards.
They got some great
yeah,
beards, bro. I be
yeah.
jealous. Like,
And I think back to
damn.
Chicago and the Assyrian community.
and those bitches come in at like 12, bro.
Dead
Those
ass.
kids are in 8th grade rocking a straight lineup.
Chin
Like
strap
I remember
beard.
fucking using my mom's mascara to color in my peach fuzz trying to catch up.
Bro, it's the game is deep. I remember, that motherfucker in 6th grade who always had like the illest fucking mustache and shit, and you're like over here, not even You know what I'm saying?
Stashed up.
Just like
can't even compete.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like full on beards looks like it damn near looks like fake at sometimes. Like
well, and one might argue that some of those have had a little bit of
augmentation,
performance enhancing
spray hair in them.
Things.
You seen those joints where they spray the fucking thickness in?
I've seen where they even take the recycled hair and push it back on your shit with glue in it. Have you seen that? It's like a little.
Not seen.
Yeah, they'll
that.
take so they'll buzz it and the buzzer will catch it and then they put it in a little it's like I don't know if it's like it blows air out of it. But it has it mixed with like some sort of adhesive, and they blow it on their face. So until you take a shower, then you lose it. But at least for that night that you step out, you got.
Well, if you could sustain unshowered for 3-4 nights, you're good to go.
Realistically,
that's true. And if you got the right cologne to carry you through, you'd be all right.
A little Polish shower.
Yeah. No, just the two under parts, the two underarms and the balls.
Yeah,
I feel like
freshen up the balls.
All you really need is a couple baby wipes. You know what I'm saying? You give me a pack of baby wipes, I'm good for 4 days. Easy.
Just one for the balls and your ass, and then the other one for your armpits, and you're good. Really, right?
Rock.
I mean, the rest you can wash off in the sink.
Yeah, the rest is
pro tips right here on the Strategy Dolo Show.
Exactly, survival tips.
I've definitely showered in a Walmart sink before on a road trip.
I've done that
for sure.
I don't know if it was a Walmart, but I've freshened up in the bathroom before.
Yeah,
you got to do what you got to do, man.
You do got to do what you got to do.
And if you got access to a truck stop, they have showers in them too. I've never been in one myself, but they're
Buc-ee's.
There. Yeah,
Buc-ee's has.
Hey, bro, I got a question for you too, bro. I'm gonna be honest, because I know y'all. I fuck with y'all's personality, so I feel like y'all got some funny stories regarding this. What is the craziest shit that's ever like some wild shit that's happened during sex for y'all? Like maybe not even the sex process,
while we're
but
both
the
having
build
sex
up
with
or
the girl at the same time.
Yeah, were we both there? Or
I mean, shit. What, like I said, the crazy. Hey, it could. One story could be crazy together for you, and going to be separate for him. You don't never know.
I mean, I think our crazy
me and my boy
story
Tyreek got one
together. Fucking with a girl would be the girl who shitted on your floor.
But here's the thing. Here's the catch-22 on this.
Wow.
Neither of us were fucking with her sexually.
What are you doing?
Well, I mean, we didn't put any. She was doing it to herself.
She was performing. She had a one-woman show coming up, something like the Vagina Monologues, you would assume. And I think that she was practicing for her show, and she decided to use my kitchen floor as her stage.
She did seem sort of like a live art subject.
Yeah.
Live art.
No, we've definitely told this story before, but I think we were getting it down. The more we tell it, the better we get at just.
I mean, it's always been all facts,
points.
but we know the parts that hit home.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been plenty others though. I mean, should we go to a different one?
You can't just be like, this girl shit on my floor once.
That's true. Whoever's watching or listening right now who hasn't heard this story.
Realistically.
So you want to take it from the top?
Yeah, you just Thursday night, underground Chicago. It's definitely winter. It's definitely a little brisk out. It's not too cold, but
probably November. I want to say
Justin Bieber is in town doing a concert, and then word hits the street that he's gonna be at the club.
No, the word didn't even hit the street. I'm DJing. It's early in the night. There's a fashion show coming up in the nightclub. This motherfucker's walking around. I mean, it's pretty dead at this point. There's maybe like 30 people in the club, right? And I see this guy walk by and he had the tattoo, and I was like, yo, was that just Justin Bieber?
JB.
Just walking up to the bar?
Yo, JB.
By himself? And then I think there was like one other dude with him, but not like a security guard or anything.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, yo, Justin Bieber. I'm like, what? And then he comes up to the booth. Yo, what up? Tap him up. Motherfucker has ridiculously long fingernails for some reason. I remember
cocaine.
that. Like, definitely cocaine fingernails. I don't know if he's doing cocaine. I'm not going to assume that.
I am.
But yeah, he had long fingernails. So anyways, once he gets there, then word hits the town, yo, Justin Bieber's at Underground.
So how long would you say before you saw Justin Bieber and the place was flooded?
30,
before the word
30 maybe 45 minutes.
I was about to say, it had to be like 30 minutes.
It was super. And this was right.
Like JB.
I remember it was right when that song One Dance first came out. And so, because that was, he kept like asking me to replay that. It was a while back.
Yeah.
We're vets in the game.
No, but it's the fact that like I know all these 20, 30-year-old girls is pulling up to see this 14-year-old boy.
Well, he wasn't 14 at that time. He was probably 21, 22.
Girls love snatching a young boy's soul.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Especially a fucking veteran bottle bitch.
Tell me about it.
So anyways, all the bitches come out. It's a great night. He ends up performing some songs and stuff like that. We're in the parking lot doing a little parking lot pimping. Well, it's not really a parking lot because it's Chicago, so it's like in front of the building on the sidewalk. But
yeah, we're like standing in front. Everyone's getting in their Ubers, getting in their taxis, this and that. At the time, I was doing send nudes stickers on girls' titties. It was like my whole brand, my whole social media was like, get a girl naked and just do something ridiculous. Yeah. So I literally went up to this girl who was just standing there. It was like the low-hanging fruit at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Like,
she was definitely low-hanging fruit.
Everyone who fucking tried to fuck Justin Bieber's security guard's brother to get into the limo with Justin Bieber, all those bitches have gone. You know what I mean? The last bitch left. I'm like, yo, we're going to go film some content. I showed her like a video of something stupid I did. I think I was like hitting the golf ball, chipping a golf ball into a cup that was being held up by some girl's butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, perfect. Let's bring her back to the crib. We're filming this video. Dolo's filming. I'm trying to hit this shot. I'm trying to sink this shot, bro. We're drunk, fucking end of the night, trying to hit this shit. And it's taking a minute. And like, every shot that keeps going, every minute that passes, this girl's like squirming. She's on the other side of the kitchen.
First thing I noticed was the cup was moving, like jiggling, and like you can't really see because it's like she's squatted in front of the red Solo cup, and so like her pussy is like kind of in behind the cup a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
And like
and so the ground. We noticed that she's like fingering herself while she's like squatted in front of this cup.
I'll never forget. I remember he literally hits me on my shoulder. He's like, this bitch is playing with himself. So all right, whatever. Let me just fucking sink this shot. So we sink it. I hit the shot, get the video, boom, done. She remains on the floor where she's at. I was like,
in the kitchen,
like, it's done. Like,
in front of the
smoke
stove,
this hookah, whatever. She's like, no, I'm chilling right here. She's laying, just playing with her pussy, just literally sitting there playing with herself like a free show.
Okay, yeah. And so what happened? That the first thing that kind of got a little crazy, she ended up putting the it's like a wiffle golf ball. It's not an actual golf ball. It's like a hollow little, golf ball. So somehow, and maybe you can elaborate because I don't remember exactly how, but she ends up
just crazy ideas that flow through your mind at the end of the night.
She pops the golf ball into her pussy.
I think she was gonna try and shoot it out. Like,
okay,
everyone knows that. Like, you go to Thailand, you could see a girl shoot a ping pong ball out of her pussy and knock over some cups.
Yeah, you might have jerked off to the video before.
Like, it's like a pretty well known urban legend, I'd say. Or it might be real. I don't know. But
it was real that evening.
It was definitely real that evening.
But the reality of the whole situation is it didn't come out as easy as it went in.
Yeah.
So she starts freaking out because she can't get the golf ball out of her pussy.
I think we were freaking out and freaked her out.
Yeah. So the whole thing got a little like panicky, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, you guys got to go in the other room. I can't fucking focus.
She kicked me out of my own kitchen, kicked us out.
Yeah.
She said, you guys got to go in the other room. Like, you're making me nervous.
Yeah.
We're in the other room like
freaking out. We're like, shit, I'm going to have to call the cops. What the fuck's going on?
Wait, y'all made her ink, bro.
We didn't make her anything.
Like from Finding Nemo, like, stop, you're gonna make me ink. Y'all made her ink on the kitchen floor, bro.
The ink comes later. The ink comes later. So we're like freaking out. We're like, shit, is she gonna get this ball out of her pussy? Like, are we gonna have to go to the hospital with this girl? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, yeah.
So then she's like, got it. We hear.
Yeah.
All right. So we come back out.
Back to reality.
Okay,
back to fun and games. Like, it got scary. It's like a good movie. Like, I was just watching a movie the other day. There's points where like it freaks you out and you're like crawling out of your skin. You can't, and then like
it takes you back
down.
Exactly.
And it brings you nice. Like, it was good. The night went up and down. She gets the ball out of her pussy. We're back in the kitchen having a good time.
So she's at this point. She's laying on her back, legs spread, pussy's out. She starts rubbing her clit again. I don't know why.
She was just really into like.
She was horny.
She was definitely horny.
She was horny.
She was definitely just into being looked at as a piece of meat. Like,
which
some girls
is fine for us.
I would argue that every girl enjoys that at the right time.
Of course.
I would argue that every girl enjoys that, but at the right time.
They love the intention.
You do it at the gym when they're fucking, then they're gonna post about you on their story.
Nah, don't let them. Girls be horny when they're at the gym, bro.
Oh yeah,
sure. They be horny when they're at the gym for sure.
I wouldn't know because I don't go there that often, but I'd imagine. from what I've seen in pornos.
Hey, there's a reason why a lot of them are rich. Hey, so massages.
Bookmark that real quick because I want to know if you've ever gotten laid at the gym. But let's just finish this story.
All right, so at this point, we're like, hey, can you squirt? Or she might have.
No. She just squirted. I clearly remember we're sitting at the table smoking a hookah. We're got hit in the side of the head.
Just watching her. Yeah, she's doing her thing.
We're having a conversation like this is so weird that it's not even sexual anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't hard at all. No.
We were both like normally the conversation would be like, all right, who's gonna fuck her first?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We were both like, you're not hitting that, right?
I'm good. Not. So you're right. It became very leisure. We were
literally smoking a hookah, chilling, and all of a sudden, bro, it's like fucking. Tsunami coming out of the sky, just water hitting the floor.
Yeah,
bro. Just
she R. Kelly jaw.
Well,
it was squirt.
It was squirt at first.
People might argue it's piss, but it was squirt. She squirts on the floor, right? And then we were like, no warning, like what? And I literally was like, if you're gonna do that again, let me know because I'm gonna film it.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, I got you.
So there's definitely footage of all this.
There is footage
that when we get the express written consent of this young lady, maybe we'll release one day on
Patreon. So she is fingering herself, squirting. I'm gonna do it. All right, I got a video. It's all fun and games. Now we feel like we have something to conduct. Right?
Yeah.
Now now it's like hell yeah.
Let's get some more squirt
How
going.
fucking high can you get this squirt? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're marking it on the wall like when you're a little kid and your parents fucking.
See if you can hit my feet from there. So
like the high jump.
She's squirting on the ground. She starts like. I don't know if she's running out of fluid. I don't know if she was running out of fluid at this point, but she was like kind of. You could tell she was straining to push more out. I don't know at that point if it was piss or squirt, but there was something coming out of her pussy.
Whatever it was a good time.
So we're watching this and it's going on for I'd say a good 5 minutes, right? Maybe longer.
5 minutes is just straight
of just gushing on the floor, just a puddle. I think at some point we were talking about getting a towel, but we hadn't at this point.
We couldn't move. It was we
were just watching this shit.
Slip and slide for sure.
We and
Typhoon, Texas.
Then I noticed this.
Someone was poking out.
I noticed a little nugget pop out of her ass. A little prairie dog, a little dark thing. So I tell her, I'm like, yo, look at that. And you're like, I don't know what was said.
Like, no, you said something hurt because like you told me, but then it like got too serious to where you couldn't even just admire it and laugh at it. You go, honey. I think you're pushing too hard, honey. And all of a sudden, a fucking Snickers bar comes out of her asshole. It's just on my kitchen floor, bro. Just a turd, just a log on the floor. And that was the end.
It was a nugget.
It was just silence.
I think was that where? Yep, there it is. Or what?
Yeah. No, there it is. There you have it. It was from the squirting video. It's in that video because I'm like, let me know when you're gonna do it. She's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm filming it. She fucking does it, and this guy goes, there it is. There you have it.
So then at that point, I think we either got her some newspaper or something.
I had to clean it up.
No, she cleaned
my
it up.
kitchen floor.
She cleaned it up because she goes, you know what? We made her clean it up. It was her mess. It was only right.
To say, bro, she's for sure cleaning that shit.
But I think at that point she realized
she threw the log out into the trash and then went home. Like I don't think a word was said.
Yeah, the silence was deafening.
It was just it was like this girl's like, I'm gonna go home and if I don't kill myself, I'm gonna pretend like this never happened.
I gotta imagine this isn't the first time that it happened with her, so she didn't seem too shocked. But she definitely wasn't looking to hang around anymore.
Who does that?
Which was fine because at that point we really didn't want her to hang around either. So it was
never seen her since. She was a stripper at the Pink Monkey. I do remember her telling us.
Oh, okay, that explains why she was so comfortable. Okay,
yeah, she was very comfortable.
Yeah, no, this was not.
That might have been one of her routines there at the Pink Monkey. I don't know.
Whatever goes on in the back rooms at the Pink Monkey,
you get whatever you pay for. Maybe she was trying to give us the full show. And we didn't realize what we signed up for.
Yeah. So now that we got that out of the way, that's pretty crazy. Didn't happen during sex, but
that's what I was asking though. Like it's crazy ass story, bro. Because everybody got them.
Yeah.
Everything's different, especially because some guys zone out. Like you're saying, like some girls like that objective talk like to them. Like I feel like only some of them like it. If they completely zoned out, like they just locked in on straight horniness, lust. Like,
we call it caveman brain.
I would consider it zoned in.
Caveman brain is what
caveman brain for a guy.
You're talking about in general.
I'm saying I call it zoning out because if you zoned in, nigga, you gonna pull out. if you zoned in, you gonna pull out. If you zoned out, you
don't have control.
You don't have control
I
at that
can't let
point.
myself. I
You
never
think with
even
the wrong head, bro.
That.
Well,
See,
that's why you don't have any
can't
children
let
yet.
I can't.
Hey, shit.
I can't let my.
You haven't ever
full-
zoned out.
I've never zoned out. I've never zoned out. I've
multiple
never
occasions.
zoned out. That's a fact.
I've zoned out multiple occasions.
So zoned out for you is more right before you nut. It's not like when you're horny and you're just let me send a dick pic to a stranger kind of thing.
No, I guess my definition of zoning out would be like doing shit that I don't normally do. Like first I don't usually do. I don't do that spitting in mouth shit. I'll spit in the girl mouth, but ain't no girl spitting in my mouth. I ain't gonna lie.
You've never been so zoned out that you would just let a girl spit in your mouth?
Nope. I've done it to a girl though.
Yeah.
I've done it to a girl.
Breath feeder. Now, pre-monkeypox, that was acceptable sexual behavior. I think nowadays,
very much so.
It's getting a little dicey.
You know what's hilarious? The funniest thing about monkeypox is so many people I've talked to that are like, yeah, I would never get that COVID vaccine, but like I'm probably gonna get the monkeypox one, just because it makes you ugly. You know what I mean? Like it makes you your face
monkeypox
ugly.
is a little intimidating. They're getting better with the names, I think.
Monkeypox is pretty intimidating.
I don't know how the monkey part came, but they like the monkey makes it a little spicy. Let's go ahead and throw that one in.
Let's change it up a little bit. COVID was too basic.
You got to keep them guessing. You know what I'm saying? Season 2's got to be crazy.
You're right. Here's the thing: is they released it into the gay community. Apparently,
apparently, like it's
big in the gay community, right? This is not just me making things up.
Did they release it or did like?
No, apparently it's in the Bible.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Where else?
It's in the Bible. My mom actually told me this.
The Bible?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's put your hat on.
It's actually
Old Testament or New Testament?
I honestly couldn't remember.
Hold on, because if it's Old Testament strategy, you got to listen.
Nah.
I'll listen to both testaments, but that's only because I'm a good boy.
You're a child of God, huh?
Yes.
Nah, in all honesty, I couldn't tell you. Like, I was helping my mom set up her classroom and stuff like that. And I'm like, because she just became a teacher. I'm like, hey, hopefully you actually get to be a teacher for a little minute, because, the world might shut down. And she was like, we'll see about it, this and that, and this. And I was like, she was like, you know where it originated from, right? I was like, no, where? She was like, it's actually in the Bible. She told me the exact scripture and everything, but it just
Revelations. I'm imagining,
left
right?
my mind. I have no idea.
Revelations is when they talk all the end of the world stuff.
Is it an end of the world thing, or is it just like, from? Is
it one of the great?
My understanding,
from monkeys that's found in the Bible?
No, from my understanding, it was just a disease transmitted through gay people,
which could have been AIDS.
Did they talk a lot about
originally
gay people in the Bible?
Yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah was gay, and that's why God turned into a pillar of dust. That was the whole thing.
Is that maybe where the monkeypox is in that chapter?
Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. From the way the Bible describes Sodom and Gomorrah, we're not very far off.
Bro, the Bible describes a lot of things.
Well, hold on, because COVID was the mark of the beast at one point.
Well, it could have been. You
thought that Bill Gates was the beast himself.
I still do, but that's
I'm not going to argue too hard against it. I'll push
Bill Gates,
back a
I
little
don't think
bit,
is a shining light that he likes to portray.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and keep it real.
Yeah.
He does. But here's my thing. I don't think anybody who's in that position. I don't think the government. I don't think any of these people are like intentionally like good people. Like they are by nature seeking more power. Right?
They have a genuine vendetta.
Good people, right? Things like EpiPens and fucking
inhalers,
medication for people who have pre-existing diseases that they were born with would be free, right? You wouldn't market off them. You wouldn't capitalize off them if you were just out here for the goodness of the people, right? But then lately they've been like all about helping people. We just want to fucking help the world.
Yeah, take this vaccine.
Take this vaccine because we want to help you. We're here to help you. You know what I'm saying? But not the people who like are gonna die if they don't get their insulin. Like, nah, fuck them. Right?
I would argue that maybe that they're not good people. Just at heart, I think that they became that way over time in those positions. I would argue that you get into that position to even want to be in that position is like it takes a certain type of person. It takes a certain personality for you to even want to be like a politician or like just like some sort of power in the world. And
most CEOs of major corporations,
right,
probably not inherently great people.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there are some good ones out there in the humanitarians and whatever the fuck, but for the most part, let's be real.
But then once you're operating in that system, I think it makes you worse over time because you just realize like, oh, everyone. Oh, like you make it to level 3 and you're like, oh, everyone on level 3 is taking advantage of everyone on level 2. And up here now, I might as well take advantage. And
I'm not going to give up my position for them.
Right.
You know?
And then you get to level 4, you're looking down on 3 more levels below. You're like, well, yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at what point when you get to fucking 12, now you're like, you know what? I'm going to help everyone. No, fuck no. You're like, fuck everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that's why you can trust me because I have nothing.
Yeah, that's where it also comes in, like different mindsets on different things. And like I said, I was gonna keep it cordial, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have some decorum.
Take the high road. Listen, it's okay.
Yeah. I already took.
We like to keep it spicy, but we don't want to. We don't want the.
I'm being considerate. I'm being considerate. I've already made the block hot for some people. I'm not gonna make it hot for y'all.
We want to dance around the ring of the volcano, but we don't want to get soaked in the lava.
Because we still depend on that. We still depend on that volcano for financial resources. So let's not make it rough.
Exactly.
But I appreciate your decorum.
Exactly.
I think I used that in the right term. I don't even fully know what that means, but I'm gonna
class.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounded
like
good.
You being loud at a restaurant. Have some decorum.
Okay.
Have some decorum.
Yeah.
So city girls not big on decorum.
City girls don't really know about decorum.
That's like an oxymoron. City girls and decorum.
They don't go together
at all whatsoever.
City girls go with like barbecue sauce and.
They do kind of smell like barbecue sauce.
Funny as hell.
I could see that.
What, like some,
but not like good barbecue sauce, like Wendy's barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You gotta peel the fucking tin top off.
Like some wings too. Like I remember my city girls like some hot,
but like not like
Parmesan.
Yeah,
wings.
yeah, and then like
some hot,
but eating with their mouth open, like
making a lot of fucking noise.
Halitosis.
But their titties are out too, so it's like
that's a pass. Like that's a hall pass.
That's how women get us as men. Is like they do the most horrible things, but they do it looking so good, and we still just want to fuck at the end of the day. So it's like, well, I'm gonna forget about all the horrible things you do. Because my dick just needs a warm place.
Yeah, it's like a two-sided choke. Like both my heads want to choke you, but both heads is like a different type of choke.
Yeah.
Like, one's just like.
Yeah.
One's just.
The real problem is when you run out of juice in the second head, and then you actually do choke them with the first head.
Yeah.
You know.
Sounds very illegal, but
I'm not saying I participate. I'm just saying for the women out there. These women in Houston particularly, I'm going to be honest, I've never met a group of women that get beat up more. And it sounds terrible to say it in that fashion, but it's the honest fucking truth.
I guess I don't know enough about because I'm not single out here, but elaborate on that a little more.
I'll say this from my standpoint. I've seen like a lot of girls, and I'm friends with a lot of girls, they want to have this mindset of a guy. And also you have your girls that like want to live and piggyback off of that double standards. They want to pick and choose when a double standard. So like they're going to slap a guy or punch a guy. But the moment if you be like, hey, bro, I was raised to hit back. So don't do it again. They do it again. Fire, you hit them.
Now you
hit me. Like, nah, bro. Like
that can't pick happen a lot in Houston.
So that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Houston thing. Maybe not specifically to Houston. Maybe just
that happens.
This area of the map. I don't know.
No, it can happen anywhere.
It's just Washington.
Wild women do wild shit.
Anyway. That is true.
But I think it might also just be a sign of the times, to be honest, because
it could be that as well.
People have a tipping point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, for sure.
Women, I will say, just in general in this day and age, could use a little bit more class. It might be a good
absolutely,
but I think it's been so like it's been so socially accepted for women to just be like city girls. You know what I'm saying? That like that's the cool shit. That like it's all bad.
And yeah, not that at all.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's an excuse for beating women up. No. We're talking something different now. But I'm just saying in general, women might seem like they're not having class, but I don't necessarily think that's a Houston thing. I think that we're in Houston, and I think it's a sign of the times.
And it's different times. Yeah, that always gets me when I try and figure out my surroundings. Being in a new place, it's always a battle between: is this something that's happening in this area where I'm at, or is this something that's just happening in this time period that I'm at?
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of it is time period because everything now on the internet is such a mixing pot. Like, I feel like that also has like killed culture in a lot of ways. Like, not to get off subject, but think about this. Like, we're in Houston, right? So like, I didn't live here back in the early 2000s, but from what I could see from popular music, the culture in Houston was very, very different than Chicago, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays, I don't see that culture as much in Houston as I would have expected.
Like,
I don't know if it was
talking like chopped and screwed, like
chopped
Houston,
and screwed, the iced out
shit.
grills, the fucking
True.
everything. I feel like it's a little bit more like at least what I see down here is fucking we're playing the same music we were playing in Chicago.
I'll say it's watered down.
Well,
now
I wouldn't say the same.
Well, not the same, but a lot of it
Sean
is the
Kingston
same.
going off here.
Okay, that's a
Would
very
you have
surprising.
thought in the
Never
year
in my-
it's 2015, Sean Kingston's dead and gone. You've never heard the name before. Would you have thought in the year 2020 that he'd make such a resurgence?
Your way too, bro.
I would have,
He had his era, dog.
but
His era was like
coming-
2010.
Bro, his era was me in elementary school.
Well, I was DJing at the time. Strategy was as well. So if that makes you feel young or makes us look old, I don't know. But here's what I will say. I would never have guessed in a million years that he would have been the one that came as like, man, that guy had a dynasty. It was more like, who the
People are out here
fuck?
comparing him to Michael Jackson.
Bro, it's
Whoa.
insane.
Whoa.
It's insane.
Whoa,
Like,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
His music tears rooms apart in a good way. And
hell no.
okay, thank you for being a voice
Hell
of reasoning.
no.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
So you're right there at the peak of like the pinnacle of like the window of people crushing the nightlife, right? 21 to 25, I would say, is like most people's like nightlife career. Outside of prehistoric DJs like ourselves,
Right. Speak for yourself.
You being a voice of of that generation of people, what is your view on Sean Kingston?
Sean Kingston,
Give it
bro.
to me.
That's the equivalent to like, I'll say it like this. Sean Kingston is the equivalent to like, your parents go, oh yeah, this album is nostalgic for my freshman year of college or my sophomore year of college. Yeah, that album was significant to you at that time, but overall, like playback value, I don't mean it has that much playback value. So like, if you ask me, Sean Kingston only had about like 4 or 5 songs. Realistically,
That's pretty fair.
Realistically,
Seeing his performance,
yeah,
I'd say
and it's
2,
like,
but I'll give you 4 or 5.
and I say,
because he did have, for sure 4 or 5.
yeah, for sure 4 or 5.
All right.
Yeah, in all honesty,
Minimal 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Honestly, when I was like researching a lot of the music to like prepare for when he was coming to Bottle, he had a lot more than 4 or 5. 4 or 5 is a very low scale of the numbers because like especially if we're talking features,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm thinking one is one feature too. Eeny Meeny with Justin Bieber.
huge
Okay.
song. I mean, these were big songs. Let's
Okay.
let's give them some credit for us at the time, right? And I'm just giving my perspective, right? Sean Kingston was like Pitbull. I felt right. It was like that
In his
stuff
at
the time.
in his stardom.
I'll say more so Flow Rider.
Yeah, but I put them all in the same.
Okay, yeah.
So Pitbull, Flow Rider,
It's like the big radio guy.
Jason
B96,
Derulo, right? Yeah,
fucking king of
which,
B96.
which to us as hip hop DJs was not cool, right?
Yeah.
We felt like
feel you.
we felt
Yeah,
like
that
oh,
was
that's
all
the
my
shit they're playing on
elementary
B96
For sure.
I'll play that in the club because like these are the people that are paying me, but like I don't think that's cool. Like this is cool, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
But now I got to give the guy credit because his music did kind of like have part of that shaping of pop music
Yeah.
of that generation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna bash Sean Kingston.
And let me go on this a little bit because I think this is something that's happening right now that's really important that you brought up. Like that song, Sean Kingston, that era of music takes you back to middle school. When you hear it, it brings you back to a time. It sparks a memory,
Nostalgia.
and that memory you're reliving in your head while you're singing that song. I do it all the
Just
time.
enjoy it 10 times more.
And I think that's why right now DJs are more important than ever because the world is not the best.
It makes the past seem
Reality-
really fucking
Real
great.
good. Especially
reality's
2016, dog.
Yeah,
Anything
reality's
pre-
not great.
2019 is fucking golden. Yo, I always, and you know, it's funny that you say 2016, and I say this all the time. 2016 was probably the best fucking year ever in my lifetime.
That's my best friend.
I mean, seriously, 2016 music wise, socially, just nightlife in general. Strategy, back me up here. 2016 was the summer of '69 of our generation.
Yeah, bro.
I wake up every day and I wish that it was still 2016. I gotta pee really bad. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna grab this ashtray.
That I am blessed. Yes,
like clockwork. But yes, 2016. So for me, 2016 strategy was at the peak of the Sun Nudes thing. We were fucking living carefree. Life was good, right?
Yeah.
What was 2016 for you? Were you still in high school at the time?
Yeah. So 2016, this is where like I'll really name drop because this is just like my daily life, bro. Is me and my boy TQ.
TQ from work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and TQ went to high school together.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So me and TQ, I've been knowing him since junior high days. Like he moved here from Kansas. I was still going back and forth, and this is when I finally settled down, like actually being in one spot.
Where?
So we went to junior high together, and when 2016 comes around, that's when prime SoundCloud days too. I'd say too. So you got
SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi, Uzi, Famous Dex, like
Famous Dex. Shout out.
Yo, that one track still bangs. That fucking
one with A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, with that sample in it.
Run it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Famous Dex.
Oh my God, now. Oh.
All that early Playboy Cardi. That shit was so fire, bro.
Yes,
like
bro.
honestly, like I like Playboy Cardi. I don't really like his new shit.
Like the new shit.
And watching his performances was like cringe as fuck to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like when he was like just coming out and like you could tell he was super uncomfortable.
Speaker knockers.
Speaker knockers.
Speaker knockers. Oh my
Isn't
God.
that the dude that got arrested for fucking rapping about a
Speaker knockers is the guy.
He
died.
Yeah, he
was young.
died.
He's that song "Lonely."
Yes. Who's the guy that did the song about killing the dude and then got arrested?
That's Melly. But that's not 2016. That's like
YNW Melly. He liked that though. Free my nigga Melly though. I ain't gonna lie.
You love that melodic shit.
You did. That bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
His voice is an instrument. Like
let's keep it 100.
PNB Rock is cold, bro.
Great music, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the first. I'm not trying to cancel Melly, even though I believe he killed 2 people. But let me ask you a question. Do we really want to free Melly? Do we really want to?
Okay, hey, listen here.
Four bodies.
How about this? We put him in a confined space, not jail, where he's comfortable and can still has access to where he
small
needs.
island.
Yeah,
with
like
a studio.
Because he a menace, bro. Melvin and Melly is
put like a studio in his cell.
His cell, treat him like Lil Wayne.
What if they gave you the choice to either free Melly or free Brittany Griner? Who you going with?
Oh man, I mean, damn.
Something that I actually pay attention to. No,
yeah, I mean, sorry, Brittany.
It's
Brittany, you gotta bite. You gotta do these years, girl.
No, you gonna have to.
You gotta hold it down.
Yo,
you have to learn Russian.
Smoking weed,
bro. My thing is, bro. I swear to God, hey, if Brittany Griner could do an athletic windmill dunk, she'd be out of jail right now. I ain't gonna lie.
My God, I'm gonna let you speak on that because I've said enough things about women getting beat up this episode.
They fucked her up with that 9 years, but
for sure.
She really got fucked. I think about that because it's like the same way that I'll drive around with a fucking joint in my car. You know what I mean? But
driving around versus flying internationally to Russia.
But here's the thing: she had been doing that for a long time. She'd been going to Russia and playing basketball for
every athlete smokes.
Exactly. It was just the time.
Every athlete smokes, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
But that's what I'm saying. She was so comfortable doing it because it was whatever. I drive around with a joint in my car, even though weed's not legal here, because it's whatever. What's the worst is gonna happen? But it's like them pulling me over and then taking me to jail, like giving me the worst possible shit.
Using you as an example to use political shit.
As an example.
It's for sure political because I mean, she was leaving right as
smoke.
She was leaving right as the shit was popping off, right? That was the reason she was leaving Russia, right? If I understand.
I don't know all the details.
Yeah, I honestly didn't care. I saw she was in jail.
I honestly didn't get bits and pieces. I had no idea who she was before the whole case. To be honest,
from what I know,
if somebody had a gun to my head and was like, "Name 2 WNBA players,"
I could do it.
Outside of Brittany Griner,
I know one more.
Well, you don't know 2 then?
Yeah, I know one. Oh, you mean outside?
Yeah,
of
Candace Parker.
Okay, I know 2.
I know.
And there was that one fine light skinned girl that got drafted, and I don't think she even in the WNBA no more. But like, it don't matter. She can be a model. Shit, she can be my baby mama. I don't care. But
I've never seen a fine girl in the WNBA. I've never watched WNBA, but I feel like maybe it's because I'm not really into tall women. Was she a tall girl? Was she tall? I would imagine.
I would imagine she's tall if she's in the WNBA.
Well, it depends on what do you say is tall for a female though? That's the real
5'6".
This guy likes short. He likes little fucking
4'11" to
barely,
5'3".
So barely not legal midget.
See,
maybe even legal midget.
I'm not picky.
To be honest.
I mean, you know, sometimes I like to dab. I've never fucked a midget though.
You say
and
that
now
like,
I'm retired.
You say that like that one got away.
Like that was on the bucket list.
At one point think that at some point I would get a chance to fuck a midget bitch, but it never came across. So
listen, if we're gonna talk badly about women like this,
is that bad?
No.
All I'm saying is I'm a feminist, and it's honestly it's a little hard for me to be friends with you guys when you're talking about women like this.
Name one time we've degraded a woman.
But if we're gonna do it, we gotta talk about my guy Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, bro.
We gotta talk about.
I finally saw an Andrew Tate video. I know I've been like out of the loop.
The guy has some strong points. He has some. He says wild things that get you to click, and then once he delves into the topic, you're kind of like,
you understand?
Well, maybe he wasn't so crazy for saying it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, he's wild. Who's the guy from Fort Worth?
He's got some hot takes.
That does the same thing and like talks bad about like the rappers.
Steven Crowder.
No. What the fuck is his name? Do you know what I'm talking about?
What does he do? Who is
he? He's like he had a big thing about like King Von, like where he was talking shit about King Von after he passed away and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
But that's so lame to me.
It's lame as fuck. But then his justification was anybody who is killing their fellow black people was like a threat to the community, and he was happy that wasn't a problem anymore.
That's kind of the name of the game these days, I think, is make wild headlines, but then when someone actually goes, when someone actually goes to like
that's clout chasing,
ream you for it,
for sure.
That's
clout chasing,
and that's whack. But Andrew Tate,
is it whack?
Well, I don't.
It's a sustainable business model.
It is for sure because people always gonna click the wild stuff.
As long as you can understand that social media is not real life. The people that are successful on social media have a full understanding that they are playing a character, they are doing a thing, they are not being truthful, and they will admit that always.
Yeah, and then when you do that, then you can freely manipulate it to your advantage without having any remorse because you're like, it's not real anyways. Who gives a fuck?
And the biggest grasp that I've witnessed on that is that there was this Netflix show. I forgot what it's called.
The Tinder Swindler?
No,
that's a good one.
No, it was called The Circle, and the whole objective is like everybody staying in the same complex, but they don't leave. Unless
and they catfish each other.
Yeah,
and shit?
They create. You have the option to either be a catfish or create your actual profile. And then the end of the show, like the winner, whoever it is, gets some money and all that stuff. Like,
I want to say, was that in Chicago? Was that in the West Loop? I don't know why I wanted to.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong, but I hadn't watched like the whole season, but I do understand the concept of the show.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy watching it because it gives you almost like a bird's eye view perspective of these catfish people out there and like. Are they really normal people just like fucking around or like are they
weird?
I think too many people believe that if like I took a picture with this Ferrari and posted it on my Instagram, therefore I am that dude.
You have
not even like
millions.
I own that Ferrari. Like I don't even think it's that delusional.
But it's feel like they've accomplished subconsciously.
Like that is an accomplishment in a lot of people's eyes. I think
that shit is so wild to me.
I see
it, and I see friends do it, and it blows my mind. Not that like I guess it's cool like if like you're admiring a vehicle, but when you stand next to it and you have like that, and you look at that picture and you're like, this person has like some feeling of ownership of this.
Right.
Like
you didn't say you owned it, but you left it up to the interpretation.
But then they'll be like, I'm doing it for the bitches.
Purpose.
And I'm like, but like, couldn't you find something you've done for the bitches? I just feel like
these guys don't do nothing for the bitches.
Nothing,
the bitches they fuck don't even come.
But they do. So who really won?
Oof,
that's how you look at it. Like, are you a giver or a receiver, or are you both?
Well, I'm definitely not a receiver.
I like to fancy myself a giver.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say that I'm a giver. I'm not big on giving with my tongue, but I'll give you everything I got.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Those 2 minutes are gonna be extensively exhausting for strategy.
All right, I got another one. I got another one for you. It's a good one.
Talk to me.
All right, it's this bad female that y'all been peeping or like y'all been trying to get at for a minute, and she's finally giving you the opportunity. You know, you go back to the crib, y'all in the room. Are you pulling all the tricks out off rip, or like
what are the tricks? And
your tricks. Everybody has their own.
We're talking like sexually, like tricks?
Yeah, sexually. I'm talking about like, no, you already know it's green, bro. Like, you know, you about to thrax that ass, mongolate her.
I really only have one solid move. One move that I know is going to do the trick every time, get me at least maybe a callback.
See, nah, bro. I gotta be Kyrie. I gotta be Kyrie Irving. Every counter, I have a counter too. If you have a counter to my counter, I have another counter to that.
Oh, are you talking like to get into the panties?
No, but I'm talking about like if, because you know sometimes girls like get used to something, like if you do it so many times.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, babe, you used to that? I got something back up for that. I got a back door for that.
Okay.
So like, that,
See,
like are you pulling all the moves?
A sexual rebuttal, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Really though.
You thought one finger was good?
Yeah.
Well, I got two of them and one in your asshole.
That in and of itself, I feel like, is the game. That is the game that you're playing. Like, you're reading this woman's body and her, vocal.
How many of
output.
those tricks though do you save for a second encounter? Are you giving her everything you got to get her to remember?
You've been wanting this girl for a minute, bro, and like it's been a while. What you doing? Like, you pulling it all out?
I believe unleash as much as you can, as much as she'll allow you to, because you want to get a second chance. So even if you give her the same trick, she's coming back for more. Any trick that you didn't give her, she's gonna assume you don't have.
You only still want a second chance at this point because you haven't busted your first nut.
And then when she was ready to, I don't want a chance.
There's some females, bro. It's like, bro, I would fuck you all day, every day, 24/7, bro.
But that's also why strategy is not in a
like Iggy Azalea, bro.
What if you smashed and her pussy smell like fish?
Right. What if it stunk? What if she had no rhythm? What if you were fucking and she was going this way? She definitely got rhythm. You were fucking like. But you don't know. You're just going based off of looks, which is cool. But that's like fair. The reality is,
what if she's got?
I'm going based off of personal knowledge of my damn self.
Oh, you fucked Iggy Azalea?
No, I'm talking about what
you have a homie.
So no. So hear me out. I'm a freak, bro. I'm a freak for sure. And I know what I do with certain females. Like if I'm really, really feeling you, or if I'm just really, really drunk, or if I'm really, really feeling you and I'm really, really drunk. Like,
can you show me? Maybe if you show me what you're talking about,
you could tell us. I'd rather not see any kind of freaky shit.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to picture.
Just a little example. Like when if I'm drunk, if I'm drunk and I'm really into you, I'll fuck around and suck your toes. Other than that, I don't. When you say you, don't suck toes.
Yeah, the way her toes. You say whatever you want. It's just when you look at her toes.
I'll suck her toes. I'll suck your toes, Iggy Azalea. But
is that because her toes aren't cut? Is that because you look at Iggy Azalea's toes and it's
or you would just suck any toe when you're horny as a motherfucker?
Because like there's
hell no, there's some toes just like girl.
I got one of those.
Toe that does that for you. It's not like you want to suck toes. You're not out here looking for the toes, but if you see the right toe. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
absolutely.
And you've seen Iggy Azalea's feet is what we're getting at here?
Bro, I be looking at her Instagram page for real now, bro.
Did she post foot pics on her Instagram page?
Bro, she be rotating pictures all the time. Bro, don't worry about what I say. Hey, bro, I know
Here's
what I
my thing. All right, so let's say you suck the toes, she's into you, and then you find out she's got the balloon pussy. You know the balloon pussy.
The balloon pussy.
The one that's nice and snug as you go in, and then you get in there, and it just feels like there's an air bubble in there, and
it's never ending.
You're just like, what the fuck's happening here?
Like you're running laps in a field.
And then you pull out and you try and like push on the pelvic region to push the air out, but it's just the shape of her vagina is abnormally gaping.
Balloon pussy is not the best pussy.
That's the only pussy I can think of that I'm in that I've been like, I don't even want to come. I can't come inside.
That's the thing that people don't want to talk about. Well, we're gonna talk about it.
Let's fucking talk. I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open book.
You know what I'm saying? Having a nice pussy, that's somewhere that somebody wants to spend time, is an integral part of finding a female companion.
Of course.
People don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's all, is she nice? Does she look good? Like, what if she marks what if she hits every box? What if she's a fucking box checker? She does the dishes if there's one fork in there. She doesn't even wait for 3 more dishes to get in there to do them.
That gives you multiple points for sure.
She's Emerald Lagasse in the fucking kitchen.
That's where the game.
She's the baddest bitch you've ever seen. Everything, all that. But she's got balloon pussy. It's unsustainable.
You can't, because what are you gonna do? Cheat on her? That's not fair to her.
Yeah, that's where the game came from. Like she a 10, but she has terrible pussy. What does that make her?
You can't. I mean, in my
what does that make her now?
I feel like some people, because you gotta. There are boxes that can remain unchecked. That's just not one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like terrible pussy is just some. I mean, I guess if you have enough money, you could like get surgery for her, maybe. If
surgical
really
procedures are
had every other box triple checked, you know.
Bro, my dad just had a hip replacement. Sorry, we're talking about surgical pussy fucking procedures. My dad just had his hip replaced. The procedure was 40 minutes, and he's like already at home walking around 2 days later. So there has to be something for balloon pussy. Something for balloon pussy. That's what I'm saying.
You know, one thing that I think would cure balloon pussy is a diet of high cholesterol fat foods. Something that, because think about it, if any thick bitch, I've never fucked a thick bitch that had balloon pussy. I've fucked a few balloon pussies in my day, but never a girl with one. I think it's something about like the fat gets stored in that region, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of pushes those walls in a little bit. So maybe she just needed a good steak sandwich.
That's good.
Hey, but okay,
it's like
what about
building
this?
a crib with no insulation.
Exactly. It's insulation, really. What we're getting
what
down
about this? What about this? She got balloon pussy, but like when she on top, she just rocking y'all's world.
Well, see, now there's a point, because
she
in a
knows how
balloon
to
pussy, the lips are still tight usually, right? So she could just like work that tip of your dick with the fucking lips, and
that's crucial. That's just dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
So she understands.
If she's on top, she gets off when she wants. Yep. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about physically getting off of you.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Watch out, NBA players. They're out here.
If she understands the tool that she is equipped with, then she's better versed at using it.
Let me tell you something. If she understands the tool she's equipped with, she's a dangerous woman.
Absolutely.
Any woman who knows how good their pussy is Satan, and you need to avoid them at all costs.
Is it Satan or is it Satan?
Or you like to have fun.
Satan.
Satan.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that. Those girls are trouble.
When you
fun.
That tattoo I have seen. You said that. You said that to me, and it like the tattoo,
bro.
Satan.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. Bro.
Wait, we know who's talking.
Yes.
Who else would get random tattoos of everything?
But like that blunt just brought me right back to seeing that tattoo.
Yeah,
when you said it, it like sparked something, but it didn't really go off. But now that I'm high, I could literally see the tattoo, and I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know,
I'm
exactly
fucking bricked up, to be honest.
Bro, I tell you, bro,
the kid is
when she first got there, dog, all security was like, "Hey, yo, who is Tad neck to toe?" Like,
wait, does she still work there?
I think she went to a different location.
She moved to her home state
of another state where there's another location.
The same one, but no, she still works with the company, but not.
She's
romantically involved with someone who was in the company.
Yeah, we're hitting strides. Okay. We're fucking crushing this beat around the bush thing. Yeah. I like it.
Anybody watch this knows exactly. Even if I don't, they do. They're like yelling at the screen. It's like when they watch Jeopardy. Hey,
that's how I be feeling. Like I know exactly what it is, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a puzzle. People love puzzles. Yeah. People love puzzles. That's why I know how to strategically place my get back, bro. I always get my get back.
Hey man, you got to keep your aces in the deck, right?
Exactly, bro. You got to keep your aces in the deck, and then you also got to keep your kings, queens, and jacks, bro. They can be used as well.
I might not be high enough to understand that.
That setup. We're gonna need a follow up. We need a follow through.
Hey, bro. Let's
read between the lines. Strategy.
No.
Puzzle.
Yes, but at the same time, you never know when you gonna need them, bro. You need them hoes in blackjack.
That's
you need
true.
them hoes in blackjack.
You better be counting the cards.
Yo,
You definitely need
you
the
need them hoes in
aces.
blackjack.
You need the jacks and the blackjack.
You need to count the cards, and we need to count the minutes because we're gonna be late for work if we don't wrap this up soon. We're almost at 2 hours, to be honest.
That's 8:43.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
Because it's just fun
Episode
talking,
58.
One for the
Thank
books,
you for fucking coming out. I knew this was gonna be a good one,
Killer
but we
Cam,
just had to,
thank
we
you
had
for
to do
coming
it
through.
delicately, and I feel like we really pulled it off.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And then y'all mind if I?
Yeah, plug your shit. Plug your
Okay.
shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
also, you know, we got the new
name drops. Everyone.
He's like, okay, so all these people, get your pens ready.
nah, but realistically,
And this is their social media tags. No.
Nah,
give
but
me shit.
Me and my boys, my Squid Gang, you know, TQ, Thad, all my boys, y'all know who y'all are, Joshua, JJ.
Shout out.
Shout out
Yeah.
Marcus.
Shout out to the fucking
Marcus in the
boys in the
armies,
building.
all the way in Syria. But we just now about to start our podcast, Squidcast, and it's gonna be a lot of other stuff. Also streaming on Twitch, like video games wise, because like all my homies is cold in different realms of all video games, so we can cover all
Hell yeah.
realms. And best
Fortnite
believe,
though? Anyone got me on Fortnite?
Yep. I'm telling you,
Where
we
we
got
dropping
everything.
boys?
I got hitters on everything.
All right.
You want FIFA? You want to work in Madden?
I want
That's my
nothing to do with
territory.
anything that has
2K, that's my territory.
No sports.
COD,
The only sports game this guy plays is the one with the cars where you hit the ball.
Rocket League?
Rocket League. I got somebody for Rocket League too, bro. I'm
Damn,
telling you,
dog,
I
y'all
got somebody
built
for
a
everybody.
dynasty over here.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, you bro.
What's the channel called?
It's gonna be Squidcast, but
Squidcast,
you can
right.
find us on Instagram at squid.cast. And so, you know, it's gonna be some fun shit. And you best believe these two gonna be on the podcast as well.
For sure. For
You
sure.
already
Let's
know
go,
that.
baby.
And it's gonna be even more fun then too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then
Fuck
he
yeah.
can say, hey.
On someone else's podcast, I don't give a
you
fuck.
can say whatever you
I'm
want.
butt naked. I don't
Yeah.
care. You're kicked off YouTube.
Hey, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's it's part of the plan. Like I said, bro. It's
For
keep
sure.
it cordial
We're
right
here
here,
for it,
but on my shit,
No,
hey,
this is a great time. I
Let that
fucking
be
love
fly.
doing this, bro. Having good conversations, good times. It's the best
That's
way
the
to
key,
start
bro.
the night off. We got the Strategy and Dolo show, which is it's not commonly seen.
Yeah,
It used to be a
lately
pretty
it's the
common
strategy
thing.
going on fine. Tonight it's just the boys. So
Boys are back. Friday
Sean
night.
Kingston might be held on.
We're gonna save those tracks. And that's really what it is. It's that deep burning hate that I developed for the track when I was that guy. Like I'm the cool guy.
It's a
and that's
recess.
not
Yeah,
cool.
it's the recess.
It's like, yeah, it's still in there. I'm still trying to clear it out. But
I
just
gotta
can't do
say,
it.
and just real quick while we're talking about that, meeting Sean Kingston's DJ, who is actually one of his producers, who's actually a fellow Chicagoan. He's a cool ass dude. So fucking,
Hell yeah.
I shout out to him. Shout out to Sean Kingston. Shout out to all of them. But
Wait, I got one more.
One more, let's go.
What was the experience with T-Pain? Because like, you know, that's
I
a
wasn't
big
there.
influence.
Dolo
for me.
said it was great.
Yo, T-Pain's the shit, and he came up and basically was like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit, and I just let him do his thing, and like he threw the tracks on, cut him out at the points, and he had like a whole like thing where he would get the crowd like singing along, and then he would like pause it and then like fuck him up by running it back. T-Pain's he's a bad motherfucker, and he didn't use
musician.
whereas some artists we've had come in with their computer and set up their autotune on the microphone live, he didn't use autotune at all, and he sounded amazing.
I love it.
Shout out to T-Pain.
Yeah, because he don't need
Fucking
it.
legend.
I'm fucking higher than Muggsy Bogues, dog. All right, episode 58 in
Yes,
the
sir.
books. You got one more? Did we cut you off? No, you asked about T-Pain. All right, that's
No,
it.
yeah, no,
Squid
that was
Cast,
it, yeah,
Squid
Squid
Gang, TQ. Let's fucking go, champ. My boy Josh. We're out here. If you're on fucking YouTube, drop a comment. Make sure you like the video. Help the kids out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're moving up. We got a new layout. I feel like this is a nice professional.
I like this couch. It's nice. It makes it
nice. It's more. It gets it more relaxing, and like we can have good times. I'm into it. I'm into
for
it.
sure.
That's a good pop.
That was a good pop.
Good
All right,
pop.
we out, baby. Thank you.
Peace.
Now I gotta go walk over there and fucking.
You're gonna need to get one of those. Didn't you have a Bluetooth remote thing? Yeah. You just talking about moving up.